Hi, good day everyone. Today we're going to discuss Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. So, what is multiple intelligences theory? So, Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences proposes that people are not born with all of the intelligence they will ever have. This theory challenges the traditional notion that there is one single type of intelligence, sometimes known as G, for general intelligence, that only focuses on cognitive abilities. To broaden this notion of intelligence, Gardner introduced 8 different types of intelligences, consisting of: first is linguistic, next is logical mathematical, next is spatial. Next is bodily kinesthetic. Next is musical. Next is interpersonal. Next is intrapersonal and naturalist. So the following are the picture of Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. So there are 8 intelligences of Gardner's theory. So Gardner notes that the linguistic and logical mathematical modalities are most type valued in school and society. Gardner also suggests that there may other candidate intelligences such as spiritual intelligence, existential intelligence, and moral intelligence, but does not believe these meet his original inclusion criteria. So, the theory of multiple intelligence was first proposed by Howard Gardner in his 1983 book entitled Frames of Mind, where he broadens the definition of intelligence and outlines several distinct types of intellectual competencies. So Gardner developed a series of 8 inclusion criteria while evaluating each candidate intelligence that was based on a variety of scientific disciplines. He writes that we may all have these intelligences, but our of these intelligence may differ even individually based on genetics or experience. Gardner defines intelligence as biopsychological potential to process information that can be activated in a cultural setting to solve problems or create products that are of value in a culture. So, the first intelligences of Gardner is linguistic intelligence, or the word smart. Linguistic intelligence is a part of Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory that deals with sensitivity to the spoken and written language, ability to learn languages, and capacity to use language to accomplish certain goals. People with linguistic intelligence, such as William Shakespeare and Oprah Winfrey, have an ability to analyze information and create products involving oral and written language, such as speeches, books, and memos. This type of learner often strong reading skills, able to write well, and process academic lectures effectively. So, the potential career choices of these intelligences, careers you could dominate with your linguistic intelligences or intelligence is lawyer, speaker or host, author, journalist, creator, and also creator. logical, mathematical intelligence, or the number or reasoning smart. Logical mathematical intelligence refers to the capacity to analyze problems logically, carry out mathematical operations, and investigate issues scientifically. So, people with logical mathematical intelligence, such as Albert Einstein and Bill Gates, have an ability to develop equations and proofs, make calculations, and solve abstract problems. So, this type of learner often good with math and numbers, a linear thinker, and needs order and systematic directions or steps in order to process the content. So the potential career choices of this intelligence is mathematician, accountant, statis- statistician, scientist, computer analyst, and next is the spatial intelligence or the picture smart. Spatial intelligence feature the potential to recognize and manipulate the patterns of wide space, those used, for instance, by navigators and pilots, as well as the patterns of more confined areas, such as those of importance to sculptors, surgeons, chess players, graphic artists, or architects. People with spatial intelligence, such as Frank Lloyd, um, Frank Lloyd Wright, and Amelia Earhart, have an ability to recognize and manipulate large-scale and fine-grained spatial images. This type of learners often learns best with visual icons, artistic, and able to read maps, blueprints, and graphs with ease. So the potential career choices is pilot, surgeon, architect, graphic artist, and interior decorator. Next is bodily kinesthetic intelligence or body smart. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence is the potential of using one's whole body or parts of the body like the hand or the mouth to solve problems or to fashion products. So, people with bodily kinesthetic intelligence, such as Michael Jordan and Biles, have an ability to use one's own body to create products, perform skills, or solve problems through mind body union. This type of learner often a good athlete, excellent fine motor skills, and benefits from concrete hands-on learning activities. So the potential career choices is dancer, athlete, surgeon, mechanic, carpenter, physical therapist. Okay, next is musical intelligence or music smart. So, musical intelligence refers to the skill in the performance, composition, and appreciation of music patterns. So, people with musical intelligence, such as Beethoven and Ed Sheeran, have an ability to recognize and create music pitch, rhythm, timbre, and tone. So, this type of learner often uh, taps a beat with a pencil or foot or hums softly during silent work time. They processes information by associating it with beats and rhythms that allow them to make sense of data and store it in the brain, and learns and studies best with headphones on. So the potential career choices is singer, composer, DJ, and musician. So next is interpersonal intelligence or people smart. Interpersonal intelligence is the capacity to understand the intentions, motivations, and desires of other people and consequently to work effectively with others. So people with interpersonal intelligence such as Mahatma Gandhi and Mother Teresa have an ability to recognize and understand other people's moods, desires, motivations, and intentions. So this type of learner often enjoys socializing with others, needs to interact with others in order to process information, and benefits from group brainstorming. So the potential career of these choices of this intelligence is teacher, psychologist, manager, sales salespeople, and public relations. So next is intrapersonal intelligence or self smart. So intrapersonal intelligence is the capacity to understand oneself, to have an effective working model of oneself, including one's desires, fears, and capacities, and to use such information effectively in regulating one's own life. So people with intrapersonal intelligence, such as Aristotle and Maya Angelou, have an ability to recognize and understand his or her own moods, desires, motivation, and intentions. So this type of intelligences is processes information best by working alone in a quiet solitude and finds working with groups to be distracting. So the potential career choices of this intelligence is therapist, psychologist, counselor, entrepreneur, and clergy. So last but not the least is the naturalist intelligence or nature smart. Naturalistic intelligence involves expertise in the recognition and classification of the numerous species, the flora and fauna, or his or her environment. So people with naturalistic intelligence, such as Charles Darwin and Jane um, Goodall, have an ability to identify and distinguish among different types of plants, animals, and weather formation that are found in natural world. So this type of learner often gravitates toward natural patterns, gains brain stimulation with in a natural outdoor environment, and improves engagement with tasks when exposed to the sight, sounds, and smells of the outdoors. So the potential career choices of this type of intelligence is botanist, biologist, astronomer, meteorologist, and geologist. So that's all for uh, today's discussion. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day. God bless us all. Thank you.